Lesson 2, Classification of Arts. See, while classifying arts, the scholars have divided into fine arts, visual arts, plastic arts, performing arts, etc. Let us take the example of fine arts first. See, up till the disintegration of the British power from India, when Britishers had opened these 4 major schools, School of Arts in our country, I mean in North, East, West and South, the art education was known as drawing and painting, and that pattern was followed by most of the School of Arts in smaller states in the country. Even the Department of Drawing and Painting were opened in most of the universities. But then later on, during 60s, Baroda Faculty of Fine Arts used this terminology, fine arts, for the first time. And then later on at Varanasi, the Faculty of Visual Arts was opened. The drawing and painting was limited to drawing and painting only, whereas in fine arts, the scholars have included the other disciplines connected to the painting and sculpture, ceramics, art history, etc. So it became fine arts. And later on, the American terminology, visual arts, was adopted by many universities as the Faculty of Visual Arts. Visual arts. The plastic elements of arts which we are discussing today as fundamentals of art, this has emerged nearly before the Second World War period. In Bauhaus, there is an academy known as Bauhaus in Dresden, Germany, where the art education was systematized, and later on, in many universities in America, the art departments concentrated in the art education programs, and they divided the system of teaching where the fundamentals of art was evolved, which is common these days in our country. Even our country has adopted these fundamentals of art in the art teaching programs during the 60s. And I think Baroda was first to initiate it. Later on, JJ School of Art initiated, then other universities and art departments followed it. The performing arts is, of course, limited to the dance, theatre, I mean, it's to the theatrical programs like drama, theatre performances, and dances, music, etc. The decorative arts is limited to the craft side. There are many arts which are connected to the commercialism or to the professionalism, where the artist or artisan is creating the artwork for people, for the utility. That has been taken up as the decorative art. Decorative art includes even ceramics or even the architectural things, and painting works are there, but they are more reproductory in decorative arts these days. Thank you.
Visual means as we experience through our visual cords. That is visual art. What we see, what we experience, what we feel inside, that is visual. Plastic art and visual art, there is no difference in all that. You see, plastic means moldable, which can be molded, which can be transformed into new form, isn't it? So, plasticity or visual art, they are the same. There is no difference. Names are changing. Names are changing. The performing art is more concerned with the stage art, where dance, drama and such activities are there. So, performing art has a different values, different ways of expression and different ways of experimentation. Decorative art is a part of visual art and all the arts. Wherever you want to exaggerate anything with certain decoration, that is decorative art. It is not a different field of art. Decorative is a part of visual art, part of performing art. It may be the part of any art where you need the sense of decoration. Well, there is a name, Mr. John, who tried to unite them, art and craft. He said that there is no difference between arts and crafts. But nowadays, the scholars have separated them. In one way, the craft is needed more human labor in a state of emotional achievement. Well, when you are more concerned with the hand training, just as in miniature work, you go for very accurate lines and very sophisticated colors and your figures are so smooth, then drill work is there. In all crafts, drill work is more needed than the intellectual sensibility which comes from within. But in the creative art, the image is conceived inside the man, inside the artist, and he is not concerned with much of decoration, much of craft and other things. If he needs, because once you remember that Professor Bendre said that craft is needed for an artist where he wants to project his inner sensibility in a proper way. If he is not able to project his inner sensibility, inner form, then his brushes are useless. So, craft is needed there to project his inside image properly. There craft is needed. It is particular sensibility of a person, because I believe that art is present in every person right from the cave age to this age. So, this folk art is more concerned with certain people of certain area, and they have certain sensibility. So, that is not craft, but their forms are already conceived by other people and they are repeating those forms. They may be any labor, but they are spontaneous, and they are also telling the story of the inside of the man.